guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to Rainbow, who I think is definitively entrenched as the second best unit in the game. I think LR Evolution Blue Vegeta is a spectacular, amazing, stupendous unit. I do think LR UI Goku is comfortably in the lead as #1 best unit in the game, but I do think Vegeta has a nice lead over anyone who could be #3. Turles, STR Vegito, Buhan. I really have Goku and Vegeta as 1 and 2 easily, right? I think Vegeta is a character who getting the extra stats from rainbowing him is going to really help him out a lot, because Vegeta relies a lot on his pure stats to defend, whereas Goku has just a brutally unfair 70% chance to dodge, right? So let me go ahead and level up Vegeta's links a little bit, you know, to level like 4 or 5-ish. And then we'll go ahead and test out Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta LR at the Rainbow Star level. Alright guys, so now it's time to take a look at our boy LR Evolution Blue Vegeta and see how effective he is going to be. Of course, we do have our boy Rainbowed, and we have his links leveled up to an acceptable number, I would say here. You know, somewhere in like the 4, well, I mean, what is this? Prepared for battle, it's all the way up to 8, which I guess is pretty good. Okay, so for starters, we're here in the Movie Boss / Full Power team, just sort of different team to get him on. I think Vegeta is actually, like Vegeta, one advantage he has over Goku is the just huge array of teams that Vegeta is on, right? Vegeta, what's his attack set right here? 3.5, that is Rainbowed. This is going to be 50% chance to crit, so obviously that's super good. Hard to say. I mean, that was just him linked up with LR, Kale, and Caulifla. Let's keep going. But I mean, we were consistently seeing UI Goku in like, you know, 4 to 5 million range, but obviously Vegeta's going to be able to hit super high levels also as we continue to go through this event, right? So again, Vegeta, right, is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. LR Evolution Blue Vegeta is on 12 category teams, and a lot of them are really fun, really big-time teams that people want to run, like Universal Survival Saga, Realm of Gods. I mean, he's on Pure Saiyans. No one really runs Pure Saiyans right now, but obviously, you know, it's got the best roster. Bond of Master and Disciple is actually a team I think is low-key kind of underrated. Like, it's developing into be a really good category roster. The only thing is it definitely does need another leader as well, because right now only Future Gohan is a lead. Like, a lot of categories now, it's like having multiple leaders is a very good thing, right? Okay, so we're taking a lot of damage here on this Broly and Turles rotation. Okay, so already we could use Vegeta's active skill. Turn 4, Vegeta is capable of using that active skill of his. I actually would like to... I think he would finish... Yeah, I think Vegeta would finish off Goku right here. I do want to get the animation in this video. Vegeta's sort of special KO screen when he finishes him off with the active skill. It's when he survives using the final explosion against God Topo, right? I do really want to see that. So let's make sure we get this in this video. Will this finish him off? It did not. Okay. Now, the other thing about this, that Vegeta is the first unit in the game that does this, where Vegeta has this sort of costume mechanic, right? After Vegeta uses the final explosion, he loses the top half of his clothes, and he's just sort of in his shirtless form. The active skill counts as an attack, by the way, to give Evolution Blue Vegeta more ki on his passive, where he gets 1 ki with each attack performed. So with that, our boy Vegeta is going to be able to get a massive amount of ki. Right, so there we go. We have him at 22 ki, 161k defense. Okay, keep in mind that Golden Cooler is a support type unit. He's giving 2 ki as well as 20% attack and defense. All right, so let's see what Vegeta gets right here. And he gets up to a 4 million attack stat. See, basically, the way I look at it is if this UI Goku or Vegeta, like when they're above 4 million, considering they have a 50% chance to crit, that's where shit is going to get like absolutely like mommy milkers ridiculous. Like a 4+ million attack stat where they're potentially critting as high of a chance as they have is where their damage numbers are going to be preposterous, right? Because, like, think about, like, you know, in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and how crazy I go and, like, oh, look at this attack stat. Keep in mind, he's super effective against all types. But, like, crits is basically, like, it's like double, it's like straight up double damage or something like that. Like, the amount of extra, like strength you're getting from crits, right? Okay, so we should survive this turn. Vegeta has definitely not taken... I'm going to use an item right here. because I don't want Turles to transform for next turn. But the only thing about the revival mechanic for Goku and Vegeta is how difficult it is to activate. Now, I would say Vegeta does have an advantage over Goku. I think 9 times out of 10, you're going to be more likely to get Vegeta's revival mechanic than you are LRUI Goku, because LRUI Goku has a 70% chance to dodge, and then he has to get hit 3 times, and then you have to be under 50% HP for the revival to activate, whereas Vegeta only has to get hit 7 times. In something like the God of Destruction event, Vegeta being able to get his revival mechanic off, I think is going to be pretty easy. I don't think it's going to be really that tough to get that in like some of these God of Destruction events, right, against certain enemies. So I think that's going to be really, really good for Evolution LR Vegeta and how good overall he is going to be, right? I do think he is the second best unit in the game. I think he's right up there, you know, because when we're optimizing him, you know, we have him with like the in future Trunks Blue Vegeta or like next to LRUI Goku or something like that. I mean, Vegeta's going to be over 200k defense, and then he's got damage reduction. It's just going to be so nuts how powerful he is, right? All right, so with Kale and Khalifa, by the way, he has 4 links. We have Prepared for Battle, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So he is working pretty well with LR, Kale, and Khalifa. Let's get him the full key right here. I actually want Evolution Blue Vegeta at 24 key. What defensive stat is he at? 150. That is a bit low. Broly gives 130 to defense, yeah? Yes, he does. Because Vegeta's on full power here. So Vegeta's only getting 130% defense from Broly. That's why it looks a bit lower than it potentially could be, right? We're on one of these 170% defensive leads, and Vegeta's going to be well over 200k. All right, now here's Vegeta's weakness. This is Vegeta's weak point, is this right here. So Vegeta starts out with the defense and then the 10% damage reduction, right? As he gets hit, Vegeta gets 10% extra damage reduction up to a max of like 40% overall damage reduction. But if Vegeta gets super attacked right away, all this damage reduction he has is pointless. All right, so here we go. Second super attack, this is a 100% chance to crit, and Vegeta has a relatively good chance of getting a third super attack as well, which he did not get. But the amount of damage Vegeta is going to be able to rack up, and Goku, of course, as well, the amount of damage he'll be able to rack up with all these additionals and these crits is going to be very, very high. All right, so there was this team. Let's go to maybe Vegeta's team or Bond of Master and Disciple. Again, Vegeta has so many good teams that he is a part of. All right, guys, so now we're on Vegeta's team, the Power of Revival team / Reps of Universe 7. I do think this team is probably a little bit better than Goku's team, so that is definitely an advantage Vegeta has. Again, because right now I'm sort of suspecting that this category right here, the Power of Revival, will continuously get Revival characters added to it. I sort of think that's what we're going to see happen as time moves on. But I guess we will see for sure. Right? Okay, Gohan and Piccolo are on there as well. That's nice. All right, so let's go ahead and get a turn defense, 218k. Very good for turn 1, right? We'll go ahead and have Vegeta get this attack off. Now, again, the thing that's going to help Vegeta a lot is if you get him on turn 1, right? Because Vegeta, the way he'll do extra damage... Oh, the 5 dodge kicked in. Okay, we'll take that. But the way Vegeta is going to be doing extra damage from getting his extra ki from his passive is by just doing attacks overall. So, especially if you're like a Dokkan attack. So, this worked out perfectly because now Vegeta gets 2 extra ki from his passive for both of these attacks right here. Again, second attack, keep in mind that is a guaranteed crit right there. Yep, there you go, guaranteed crit. Dude, that shit is so, powerful with these units. You get the first one, and then the second one is just, auto crit. It's so crazy. All right, so here's the friend LR Vegeta. He's pretty close. He's very, very far along. This is actually closer to a level 10 Link's Evolution Blue Vegeta right here. So I'm going to go ahead and use a key up item right here. Let's just go ahead and pop that. And then we have Gohan and Piccolo at the end here. Remember that they are serving as a support type unit. So Vegeta has everything except for, what is that? Godly Power and Legendary Power are not active. So this is a pretty good turn for our boy Evolution Blue Vegeta right here. Remember that, okay, so that's 10%, 20% damage reduction, 30% damage reduction, and then this hit right here, this will give us the 40% damage reduction. So right here, we have, the 200k defense with 30% damage reduction active for that attack, and we take almost nothing. There's Vegeta at 4.78. That's pretty good, but, I mean, again, that is relatively close to him being, like, full level 10 Links right there. And then, wow, okay, just one blow, and that Vegeta was just instantly eradicated, so that's good. Okay, so now we got the really good stuff going. We have Evolution Blue Vegeta with LRUI Goku. Obviously, the two of them together are going to be, like, really, really ridiculous. Dude, look at this. Vegeta with almost 230k defense. Goku over 200k defense. Again, their link levels are the same. Let's just see these two bad boys in action. This is, like, one of the strongest rotations in the game. Just having both of these guys back-to-back right here, it's just absolute death is what they're going to bestow on the enemy. 4.33 is what Vegeta does right here. I'd love to see what Goku does in this exact situation, although Goku would have 6 links active, I think. Yeah, Goku has 6 links. Okay, and Goku gets up to 4.71, so there is the difference between Goku and Vegeta. Keep in mind, they have the same chance to crit, same chance to additional. The only real differences in them is, like, their natural stats, how they get additional ki, links, things like that will give us the differences that they can sort of obtain. Okay. I don't want to, I think, sort of do I don't want to do the active skill right here, because I would actually like to finish this off with the active skill next turn. So, hopefully Evolution Blue Vegeta does not finish them off. Oh, by the way, this rotation, well, how many links does he have active? Let's see. He has Fierce Battle, Turn of Power, Legendary Power, Prepared for Battle. I think he has... Does this Blue Vegeta have Prodigies and Royal Lineage? Let me just quickly double check. He does have Royal Lineage, and he does have Prodigy. So the only link Vegeta does not have active right here is Godly Power. So this is 6 out of 7 links active for this Evolution Blue Vegeta right here, right? I believe the AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta does not have Godly Power. He does not, right? Okay, perfect. So we're not going to finish this guy off. So I think now we can actually get that special KO screen with the final explosion. We should be able to do enough damage with it. I think we will. And there is a support type unit here as well. So let's just go ahead and finish this off with Evolution Blue Vegeta at nearly 200k defense right there. So pretty good. He's able to put up very, very impressive stats. I mean, there's just no doubt about that this Evolution Blue Vegeta is amazing in like virtually every way. It's just Goku is, I think, built just a little bit better. Like, Goku's design... He didn't finish him. Damn it, Vegeta. Come on, Vegeta. I need you to start doing the finishing blow here. Stop leaving him with a sliver of help, Vegeta. No! We have to get that KO screen. I have to get it in this video. If we don't get it just through the natural, like, 4 teams we're looking at, then I'll just go to a different team. 4.52 right there. So, again, Vegeta and Goku are able to put up pretty consistent numbers, really good crit chance, links, they've got it all. Alright, so now we're on the Bond of Master and Disciple team. This should be a pretty good team for Vegeta to be at his max. We do have a lot of units that are going to work really well with this Vegeta. Vados gives Vegeta a 60% attack and defensive buff. Then, of course, we have the Kid Gohan. That's the Super Int support type unit. He's going to give Vegeta the 100 or 50% attack and defensive buff. All right, so we also have this Blue Vegeta along with this future Trunks arc Blue Vegeta. They'll make a pretty good pairing. I mean, it could definitely be better. They have, what, 4 links. So they have Prodigies, Royal Lineage, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Both of these two would work better if I had Royal Lineage at level 10 for both of them, because obviously Royal Lineage is one of the few links in the game that does get quite a bit better at link level 10, because at link level 10 you get a full extra ki from it, which obviously is going to be very good for both of these Blue Vegetas, who do sort of need that extra ki. So there's Blue Vegeta, 4 mil turn 1. Again, he does have the 50% chance to crit. Future Gohan is a support type unit for Vegeta, so we do want to remember that, right? The support type buff is coming in for Future Gohan, which is very good for this Bond of Master and Disciple team. Here, we'll go ahead and push off, I guess, Gohan. I guess we'll do this. I actually do want to let Gohan and Piccolo super attack. I actually really like this Gohan and Piccolo unit, but it is, I guess, a little bit difficult for them to super attack if we don't have another Tournament of Power unit around for them to get ki. But Gohan and Piccolo, they're able to help out in a number of different ways. I think they're going to be a very good unit for Super Battle Road stages. So that's going to be able to help out a lot of people. Potentially even for, like, Super Tech Extreme Super Battle Road. I think they're going to be a very solid unit because they could be able to be a buff unit for LR Goku and Frieza. They could stun. You know, they're doing a lot of good stuff right there. Okay, so we have Vegeta again with this blue Vegeta. Remember that this blue Vegeta is giving 50% to Realm of God's superclass units, so he is buffing Evolution Blue Vegeta with that. We are going to be able to get full 24 key. This is actually just the same rotation we had last turn, except this time we have full 24 key going on. And then in a couple of turns, we're going to be able to get, again, Vados and Kid Gohan. I want that rotation. I want Evolution Blue Vegeta getting a 110 support type buff from Vados and Kid Gohan combined. Probably we would have a pretty decent chance as well of getting like a 24 key super 2 with Kid Gohan being on rotation, creating all those int type orbs. I mean, these 50% supports really do have like a real nice place on a lot of these different category teams, right? Buffing some of these units. Like, look at how good the STR Kabe is on the Universal Survival Saga team, right? He's definitely able to contribute quite a bit. Okay, I'm actually going to have Future Gohan and the Gohan and Piccolo unit super here. Actually, psych, Gohan and Piccolo are not going to be able to super attack. Again, that's fine, whatever. I guess they're just never going to super attack. Without tournament of power units around them, they struggle badly. It's not a good look, but they're not really looking the greatest here, but it's all right. By the way, with how good the 50% supports are for a lot of these units, right? Like, look at how good the 50% supports are, for example, for the Tech Transforming Janemba, as well as the AGL Pycon, you know, being able to give them key because they struggle for super attacking, creating the orbs so that they could potentially get their support type buffs as well. That's just stuff that's going to dramatically enhance, like, a lot of these units. They got to bring these type banners back. Like, the type banners are just never around. It's really, really dumb. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep, I think, I'm going to hold on to the active skill. I'm not going to bust out the active skill quite yet. I also think I want Vegeta to do his full 24 key super attack right here, I think. I just want to see the level of damage he's going to be able to get right here with Gohan giving 50%, as well as Blue Vegeta being able to give quite a few links. We still got the 4 links active, 205k defense with that sort of rising damage reduction. So upon using Vegeta a lot, I think I've narrowed down how I would change him. There's just a few short things, right? So Vegeta gets key every time he attacks. If you change that to every time he's hit, I think that helps Vegeta out a lot. I also think his damage reduction should just be 40% at the start of turn. That would have been fine. And then give him Super Saiyan instead of Prodigies. You do those 3 things, and I think it's much closer that Goku and Vegeta then become a toss-up than just Goku, I think, being definitively better, which, again, currently, I would say that is the case. I do think that the LR UI Goku is definitively better than Evolution Blue Vegeta. They just made Goku in a way where he's just going to be way more consistent than Vegeta, right? Like, Vegeta, as far as key links, you know, Tournament of Power, which is obviously very good. Prepared for Battle, very good. Royal Lineage, not so much, right? Whereas, like, instead of Royal Lineage, you know, LR UI Goku has shocking speed, which is going to contribute way more on, like, Realm of Gods and a lot of these other category teams, and it's just going to make him look really, really impressive, right? Whereas Vegeta, I think key is going to be a bit more of an issue. And then, of course, especially once you start factoring in what happens with, you know, Vegeta struggling to get key from his key mechanic compared to Goku just getting it every time he dodges, which is fairly easy, right? Okay, perfect. So it looks like we're going to be able to finish off this Vegeta, I think, with the final explosion right here. So we can... Well, actually... I actually don't want to do the final explosion right here, actually. Because I want to see what Vegeta is going to do with the 110% buff right here. So we can get, what, 3 links active by having him in the middle. I don't think Vados would finish off this Vegeta, so I'm actually going to let Vados attack right here. Damage is not really what Vados is known for. 211k for Vegeta. Actually, let's see. Gohan just is prepared for battle. Forget prepare for battle. We're just going to do this. I'm going to do this, and we're just going to see what Vegeta is capable of doing. Actually, can I not get full 24 key? Well, damn it, whatever. Ah! God damn. Alright, whatever. What is Vegeta doing right here with the 110% support type buff? 5.12. And we definitely could have gotten a little bit higher than that if we would have gotten to full 24 key. And also if Gohan was linked up with him as well. That's pretty good. I like the Bond of Master and Disciple team. This team is feeling quite a bit better to me than before. I like that a lot. All right, so we're going to get this rotation one more time. Perfectly, we got it turn 1 as well. So this is going to be LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. We're going to be able to get full 24 key for him. Fully maxed out, 211k defense. Again, another good thing about Goku and Vegeta, there is no build-up. Like, yeah, you could build up their ki a little bit from, you know, Goku dodging, Vegeta getting extra attacks. But, like, you can get their big attack stats, 5.65 for Vegeta, turn 1 just like that, right? So that's really good. So Rose is in hell. Have fun in there, you bastard. All right, so now I just want to stall out real fast until we get to turn 4. And then we'll go ahead and get the active skill finish with Vegeta. Like, I literally can never get the active skill finish with Vegeta. So this is the thing. Like, when building UI Goku and Vegeta, I do think going full additionals is the way to go. But the one thing that does do is their active skills. You definitely are dramatically lowering the damage they're going to do with their active skills by building them in that manner, right? Because the active skill, like, they get the 50% chance to crit from 12 and 18 key super attacks, but they're not getting anything like that when they are doing their active skill. In order for them to crit right there, that's where, you know, anything from the hidden potential system will really come into play for them. So I do think full additional is definitely the way to go, but giving them, like, some crits, like, you know, so, like, for UI Goku, you definitely would, like all memes aside, I think the optimal build for LR UI Goku is to go 20 additional and then 6 crit. And then, you know, giving, like, LR UI Goku, like, the 5 crit in his silver slot is probably not the worst thing ever either, right? Just doing different things like that. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and get the active skill Final Explosion with Vegeta. We're going to get the special KO screen. Then we'll probably head over to maybe, like, the Pure Saiyan team real quick. And then we'll go ahead and finish up the Rainbow video from there. So upon seeing Vegeta at Rainbow, I do feel a lot better with him. We are seeing him frequently around 200k defense, which obviously is very, very impressive. But his damage is super good as well. Okay, and then here's the thing with Vegeta's active skill, is it is an AoE. So Vegeta is going to hit both Zamasu and Goku Black right here, right? So, like, that's good for, like, Extreme Super Battle Road stages and stuff like that. You know, especially in Extreme Super Battle Road category stages, having multiple enemies on turn 4 is very, very realistic. And then there it is. Dude, I love that. Like, you get, like, sort of the wide angle of the Tournament of Power arena, and then Vegeta's just standing there like that. That's good shit. That is good shit right there. Alright, guys, now we're on the Pure Saiyan team. Now, the Pure Saiyan team currently is the only team in the game that has what I consider the 3 best units in the game on it. You have LR Mastered UI Goku, you have LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then you have the LR Goku and Vegeta / STR Vegito unit. Those 3 together, that is the 3 golden trio. The only problem, again, is the sort of weakness that we have in terms of, like, the leader skill. I don't think, like, the transforming Vegeta, the AGL Blue Vegeta for the Pure Saiyan team, I don't really think that those are the greatest leads for this Pure Saiyan team. If we had, just, like, imagine STR Cooler. No. Actually, scratch that. Imagine Bojack, except the category he's buffing is Pure Saiyans. That would be the best TUR in the game. And Pure Saiyans would be the best team in the game. Like, if you had a Pure Saiyan category support leader, and he was just floating, like, you just float him, and then you just build, like, you know, LR UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then, like, you have the 3 fusion units, Goku and Vegeta's, like, you know, the 3 anniversary duo, and then we have the STR LR, like, Goku and Vegeta. Like, the Pure Saiyan team actually has the best category roster. It's the largest roster in the game. Goku, Broly units, like, these characters, like, they are the moneymakers of Dragon Ball. Like, so you're not going to go very long without a Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Bardock, I guess you could also add into that. Like, these are the characters that you're going to see literally, like, every celebration. So it's just like, it's never going to be possible for the Pure Saiyan team to basically not have the best category roster, like, from this point on in the game. Like, it's just the way it is. These guys are always going to be just absolutely ridiculous in how crazy this Pure Saiyan team is going to be. All right, so let's use Vegeta's active skill. Now, one other thing about Vegeta's active skill, right, which can be very useful, is that it will count as an attack to give him ki, but I believe the way it works is Vegeta gets ki. So the way his like ki mechanic works, so it's written as ki +1 up to a max of 5, which with each attack performed. That activates after the attack is completed, right? But if you use the active skill, you get ki for every enemy it hits. So that sort of counts as the attack performed, as finishing the attack like on the enemy. So with the active skill, if, you know, maybe you start out with Vegeta in like turn 2, he does his one super attack, then turn 4 you can use the active skill and you'll build up the rest of his ki. Now, I don't know how practical that is, only because the active skill can only be used once you get to turn 4, but I guess it is still an interesting, neat little thing that Vegeta does have access to, which is that, you know, his active skill can really rapidly build up the ki for him. But it's just like, let's be real here. Goku building ki up from dodging is just going to end up being more relevant, right? That's just the way it is. And it's going to be interesting to see, too, how this sort of like costume mechanic is going to work as time goes on, right? Where we can have different characters sort of just all of a sudden like have different outfits and stuff like that. And again, the way I talked about, like, Dokkan is carried by their animations. Well, if they have this costume mechanic where all of a sudden the characters, like, you know, mid-battle are going to be, like, battle damage and stuff like that, then there's going to be, like, an alternate, like, a second set of their animations. So that's just going to lead to, like, really good, like, a ton of extra animations, which, again, I assume, like, when they're creating, like, these anniversary units and these big-time things, like, in, like, what Akatsuki, one of the main things they're focusing on is, like, how hype and how many sort of, like, super attack animations, transformations, active skills, and stuff like that they can do, right? Because that's why the blue fusions are so successful. Because, you know, they have 12 key super attack, 18 key super attack, transformation, so already you're at 3, then 12 and 18 key super attack when they're transformed, then their active skills. So they have 6 different animations. But now you look at LRUI Goku and Vegeta, I mean, they have, what, 4? They've got their 2 supers, they got the active skill, and then they have the revival. But then Evolution Blue Vegeta, you know, all, like, his 12 and 18 key and his revival mechanic all have 2 different looks, with and without the actual, whatchamacallit. Okay, so here we go. Let's just go ahead and I think this will be our last turn right here. Evolution Blue Vegeta and LRUI Goku together. Obviously, this is probably, like, the true best rotation in the game. This is Vegeta and Goku together. I mean, obviously, the STR, LRUI Goku, and, you know, UI Goku are really good as well. But, like, both of these units, Goku and Vegeta, getting that 50% crit chance on, like, all their supers, it just leads to, like, a massacre. Like, the enemies just can't compete with the level of power that these two are pushing out, right? So, let me know what you guys think of the LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. I definitely feel much more comfortable with him upon rainbowing, because, like, he's near 200k defense most of the time. But, like, I'm sorry, like, if you think Vegeta's better than Goku, I literally just have no idea what the hell you're thinking, or what basis you could possibly have for thinking Vegeta's better. Goku is better in, like, virtually every way. Like, the only thing is, I would say, like, Vegeta's revival skill is just a little bit easier to get, but still, I mean, it's really RNG heavily based for both anyway. And then Vegeta, his leader skill has a much higher ceiling, since all the units could potentially end up on this power of revival category team right here, right? Like, if we go ahead and take a look at it right now, again, I would say chances are pretty good that in the future, this power of revival category team could look very, very powerful. If all revival mechanic characters are added to it. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.